Right, lads, come on now, back to work. We've done what we needed to do. Welcome back to Liberty Junction, Double O Dave. Oh my God, what can I say, 400 subscribers. I cannot thank you enough. I hope you liked the little intro. That were a little present from me. In a way, luckily, it were 400 and not 500 because I've only got 437s and the whole idea was 137 for each subscriber. So I won't be doing it again anytime soon unless I win something big on the lottery because I can't keep buying them at the minute. But no, I appreciate it more than you could imagine. What I'm going to do on this video, I mentioned it the other day. I'm going to show how these KD couplings work and how they uncouple, etc. Because I didn't know, and there's very little out there actually showing you how they do it. I've only got one wagon with a KD on at the minute, one or two. So I thought rather than buy some more couplings and wait for him for a video, my mum did me a solid yesterday and had my daughter on an overnight. So Libby's slept over at her grandma's and I've done a bit more filming. So it's a win-win. So that's the process of this video. I thought I'd do an overhead shot of that. I really like that little angle with a little blinking man like he's watching on the side. Got to say, this Bachmann Mirage, it's the only one I've ever bought second hand, and I paid quite a lot, to be fair. It was about £200. I say a lot, it was £200. It's an older model. It's factory weathered and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. It's so good. The only thing that lets it down is it could do with a stay life because it trips now and again on the odd bits and bobs of dirty track. And weathering the track doesn't make it any easier. And the other thing is the speaker's a bit rattly, which is something I'm going to sort. I'm not gonna sell it, and I know there's a new one come out, but I'm not going to get it. It deserves to have an upgraded speaker, and maybe even a new lock sound decoder, because I think it's either a 4 or a random one I've never heard of. But I'm gonna treat it because, like I say, nostalgia. It was my first ever Bachmann, and it's the one that got me on the Bachmann. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. So he's just backing up now to go out of the yard towards the bridge. But a few developments as well, just to say. The old campers on the bottom of the viaduct. Security guard's been out to see them. He's really on the ball. He's had a chat with this guy, and we're not going to really treat him as a trespasser. He's more of an enthusiast. So he's promised us he's going to do us some videos using his drone, which is good. So something to look forward to. Also, if I can just add, if you like these videos, you like this kind of thing, and you want to see some more, if you give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe. If you want to see some more, share it around. That would be a favour for me. It's a brand new channel. It just needs spreading about a bit and get some more views. What I'd ultimately like to do, I tell you my dream, one day I'd like to be able to make enough money to buy some figures. Even if I make one pack of Bachmann figures from doing these videos, that would be outstanding. And talking of figures, I've got £30 worth in my eBay basket as we speak. So some policemen in there as well, so that graffiti lad can get ready. He's not fixed that. He's been working on that box now. I don't even know what's in it, but he's been working on it for a long time. And he is on his final warning. If he don't get up that ladder today, I can tell you now, he's going to be looking for a new job. Because he's been there now for about 13 days. Also, what I've got in this video is, I mentioned on the last video I had a certain scene and it were a complete fluke. Well, I've got another one to show you. It's one of my back scene flukes. and it was one of the first things I did, and it were an absolute brilliant piece of luck. And I'll show you, and I'll explain what I'm going to do with it long term. See what your thoughts are, because I really like it. Guy on the other side of the fence now is just having a look over. They don't mind watching these trains, but they don't get involved digging up the paths and the sidings that they're supposed to be working on. But he's got a good shot there, hasn't he? Look at that. That looks well, that. I'll give him that. That is a nice little view he's got. I know I've mentioned it before about the importance of likes on videos that I'd never realised until I started doing them. But when you do videos, you get it shows you a few bits and pieces, and one of the things it shows you is people, how they click through and how long they're watching your videos for. What I'm finding is quite a lot of people are leaving my videos after 5 minutes, which is fair enough. Not everyone's got 15 and 20 minutes to spare, and I imagine not everyone's right into this. But what I would say is this video's got something worth waiting for, or at least click through till the end for a little surprise. But if you click through, I'll see that you've clicked through as well, and my security will also see that. So it's up to you. I'll leave that in your hands. In the meantime, he's just about ready to pick up this wagon, and there's going to be a demo. Look at that view from the staircase. I like that. Some of these views I get, you would not believe. I couldn't. One day I might do a video showing how I get these videos, because it's absolutely crazy how I get my camera and some of these angles I get. It's unbelievable. So yeah, as you see there on station, look, breaking news. There's breaking news on this video. There's quite a bit of exciting breaking news, some of which may or may not even just be clickbait for my title, just to get one in to try and get a few extra sneaky views. Here's my fence, look, this is my fence. Security man, what's oh, it's okay, don't panic, no, it's okay. We had him last week, didn't we? Security caught him last week. Apparently he just wants to do a bit of painting. He's promised he's not going to do any more, apart from he's going to do us a few signs like that when he's painting now to keep out. So yeah, that's the fence I've been doing. There's if you want to see how to do that fence, really easy, anyone can do it. If I can figure out how to do it, I'll put a link into my other video. But if I can't figure out on the interlink, then you're just gonna have to click on my other videos and find it. It's dead easy, it's dead cheap. That entire fence that I've done, it cost me probably about £1.50. So it's really worth doing if you want to do a beginner style rustic looking battered security fence. So KD demo is coming up, demo part 1, and I've tried to do it in one take so that there's no trickery. And being brutally honest, I did manage to do all this in one take. It all worked out swimmingly. So yeah, wagon's here now. On the bottom right of the screen, that's the magnet road where there's a magnet. So wagon, basically pull up to the wagon. That's it, connected. Come to a stop and drive away, and that's your wagon connected basically. If you want to uncouple it, park it over the magnet. This Bachmann as well, it's got a feature on it where I hit one button on the Z21 and it does like a little bit of backwards and forward shunting that it's doing now. So it does that, and it's uncoupled, and it does that on a button. Some of the locos you have to do it manually, but there's that one, and the Greyfriars Bobby's got it, but I don't know why they don't all have it. It's amazing. So yeah, that's it. That's how easy it is to uncouple, especially with that one. And then I'll drive back in, and what you can do now, because it's uncoupled, it stays in the uncoupled position. So you drive into it, and you can push it wherever you want it now, and it's uncoupled. So you can push that all the way down into your depot, and then just drive away, as I'm going to show you. There we go, and it's all done, and that we're all done in one take, no tricks. The only thing I would say is, if you've got particularly tight corners, sometimes if you get it wrong, it'll reconnect, but it all depends on the type of track you've got and how tight your corners are and whatnot. So yeah, that's part 1. So he's going to now drive away, and it was seeing that, and I don't even know where I saw it, but that made me think I want some of that, because prior to this I was trying to use the Hornby horrible ones. Then there were bits of folded clear plastic that I'd seen for the tension locks, and it was just all. half the time it was derailing trains, and I just didn't like it. And then as soon as I saw them, I thought I want them. And then I realised you can get under track ones, which really, if you plan your track better, you'd do that. But like I say, I didn't really think about uncoupling until it was well too late. So that's a new little view. That's on top of the multi-storey car park, and you can just see my upper track there. That's not been ballasted yet. And then just to the side of that, you could see the tunnel that goes down to the upper and lower sections, the joining bit. Another little view of the fence there. It's decent. You can see through it. It looks all right. It's not as good as some out there, but I think it looks better than some of the 3D printed plastic ones. Not all of them, but some of them look a bit too chunky, and I do like it. And it's so quick and easy. This was another little angle I found for the camera. Didn't even mean the HST to be there, but yeah, it looks okay. That the background looks good too. It's ID scenes, I think that is ID scenes background. They've been loitering there now for far too long. I'm gonna have to get security. Security, can you just have a look into that when you get a minute? I know you're busy, but there's something going on there. They're up to no good. I'm not happy. One of them's not even staff, so he shouldn't be there. So this week on eBay, unbelievably, there were a model centre weathered regional railways Bachmann 37. Buy it now, £120. It was DCC ready. No, it weren't sound fitted or chip fitted or out, but £120. And I was so tempted. Oh, I'm gonna have to stop myself. I mentioned in my last video, I'll show you these wagons. That's the load I did, look, with the pipes and the my God, I'm gonna have to pause there. scale model scenery ton bags that were a mission to build. I've left that in. I do it all the time. I do about 5,000 retakes on my audio because I get carried away and forget stuff. But yeah, they're the pallets I'm on about, and bits of gravel. There's soil from my garden in some of them as well, if I remember rightly. Some 6x6 matchstick lengths for I don't even know what for, and that's the Kadee magnet road that we're talking about with the 3 magnets and the guy at the end. So yeah, just thought I'd add that in. Right, I'll go back to what I was saying. So yeah, there were this Bachmann, and I'd had my eye on it, and I really do fancy a regional railways because I've got the carriages. I was waiting to see if I can get an Acura Scale 31 when they come out. I've not pre-ordered one. They've all sold out. So I'm hoping that a shop's gonna have some stock rather than someone flipping one and it has no warranty. So we'll see. But now Bachmann have announced some 31, so I don't know if they're going to do the regional railways. But anyway, 120, it were a bargain. I were really tempted. I were holding off because I was watching something else. I can't remember what it was now, but in the end someone bought it, so that saved me a difficult decision. Plus, I've just booked my car in for its timing belt service, and it's £480, which it's making me want to cry. It's well overdue as well. I think it's 100,000 miles or 5 years. Oh my God, what's going on here? Oh no, please no. Yeah, can I get ambulance please? I've got a man fallen. How far? About 12 centimetres. Please be quick. Thanks. I'm hoping he's going to be all right. That's going to get me shut down, that is going to get me shut down if he's not survived that little fall. Here's my new on a side note, here's my new cloud back scene that I've had for a year, and finally got it up last week. I think it looks well. It's got one bit where it's joined and looks a bit of a mess, and I've got 2 struts for my roof of my house, which get in the way, but I've cunningly disguised it there and not shown any of them things, so yeah, it looks alright. That the scene below the clouds, that's the bit I'm going to show you next. It's a printout. It's a Google image that I found, and I've got so lucky with it. I absolutely love it. Drone man's done me a job on it, look. So he's just going to take his drone up now and show you. The river still needs some water, and it's a bit of a dry. Look at that. You see how the river just flows just amazingly. And then even better than just that, if you look at my gravel at the side and then the gravel on the picture, it's almost impossible to tell it apart. I don't know if I'm overdoing it, but to me that looks absolutely amazing. It's unbelievable. how lucky I got, and it were a full-on fluke. I just love how it looks, and what I'm going to do at the minute, that's just printed on normal paper using a colour laser printer. But what I intend to do is there's a printer's up road from me. Hang on, look, what's he doing now? Oh, high wind. Oh, gee, he has no luck. He has no luck. That man has no luck. I'm sick of him as well. I am sick. He keeps coming back. Every time security gets there, he's not there. Driver, give him some blast with that horn, will you? Let's blast him. Blast his ears out. Yeah. So going back to what I was saying, I'm gonna get it printed out on some of that 3mm Foamex, matte Foamex, rather than paper, and I think it'll look brilliant. I'm going to add some, when I get round to it, I'm going to add some water to that river, and then that scene should be complete. But I can't believe how lucky I got with that. I wish if my entire railway were as lucky as that, it'd be one of the best in country. Albeit it was a pure fluke, and I'll never be able to replicate it ever again. So yeah, basically, my car's going to cost me 2 decent locos for a timing belt that may or may not snap. If it doesn't snap, it's a waste of money, and if it does snap, it's worth its weight in gold. But it's about a gamble you've got to take in it. I'm already dicing because, like I was saying, it's 5 years or 100,000 miles. Well, it's not done 100,000 miles, but my car's just turned 11, so it's 6 years overdue. So I've got to get that done. I've got to get that done because if it snaps, I'll be absolutely destroyed. So yeah, it's booked in for next month. So yeah, I've got to watch what I spend this month, which is a bit rubbish. Anyway, back onto the demo, part 2. So it pulled up onto Magnet Road, does a little uncoupling bit. As you saw then, it were a bit of a smidging where it gripped, but then it's come off. So yeah, back him away. And then when you've got the setup that I've got now, you've basically got a choice of where you put the wagon, which is what I really like about it, because otherwise you'd have to have a magnet on every single piece. So if you look at this section now, I've got that one magnet, and then how the points are laid out now, you can see that I've basically got 5 options, and in proper Blue Peter style, for those who know Blue Peter, I don't imagine American or Australians will know what I'm talking about, but there you go, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 options. So you set your points, and you can basically put that wagon now on any of them 5. I made an error here because I've run these 2 wagons round, and then I ain't got room for this, so it were an absolute farce. And I'm a bit annoyed with it, and I didn't want to take out the continuity by going from 2 wagons to 1. So basically, I've just got these 2 going up here. So I basically back it up nice and steady. What I was finding with this, and this is honesty again, first time round on the beginning of the video, that were 1 take. This one, that were a pain because I was going in too fast, and what it were doing, it was just rocking just enough that it were reconnecting, and it were bugging me. But I made sure that I went nice and slow that time, and I don't know if it's just because I don't even know. I'm just coming out with excuses, but so I'm backing up now, and it weren't a trick. It was legitimately done. I've not done anything like on the other videos where I've used magnets and whatnot. This is proper. It backs up, and as you can see, you just drive away, and you can do that with any of them 5 lanes, albeit you'd have to use shorter lengths just because of how my track is. I've not got the space. That's about the end, folks. If you liked it, please thumbs up, consider subscribing. Here's the bonus footage for you guys that have stuck it out all the way to the end. Your little treat. It's like a cliffhanger, like on Neighbours. Can you remember Neighbours back in the day? Every time it got to a Friday, there was a cliffhanger for Monday, and that's what this is like. Here's your little cliffhanger. Old Cavalex. Old Cavalex is here, but I've not got any KDs for it, so it can't run anything. Gonna have to get them ordered this week. Thanks for watching, folks. Take care. See you soon. Tell you what, it's got a brilliant speaker. That new SU speaker sounds well. It does sound well. Really well.